I'm Shannon, and this is my plant cave. Guys have like man caves, I have a plant cave, and it's pretty awesome. So, what we did was we took part of our basement, there's a big room you could probably call a living room type thing, and we took out the carpet because water and dirt do not go well with carpet, and then we created this amazing space. So, I'm going to take you through and show you a little bit of why we did some of the things we do and what I really, really like. Timothy actually did most of the work in pulling up all the adhesive, and we painted it. And this is a porch paint. It's 2 colors done with a double roller, so that's how it kind of got to get a little bit of texture to it, and it also hides dirt a little bit. This is another thing that Timothy made. This is my plant bench, and I love how high it is. It makes it real easy to work and do things. So if I have a pot, if I'm working with something, I am high enough up that I'm not like crouched over or bending, or I usually am on the floor with a pile of dirt around me, and so this is amazing. Underneath of it we have bins, and I can pop a bin out. This is full of soil. This is potting soil in this one. Got a scoop, and I can just scoop out my soil and put it into whatever I want. So those go real easy in and out. And then I've got different things in the different bins. They're not all full right now, but that's okay. Kind of have a little collection of pots and bric-a-brac, because I am not a minimalist. I'll never be a minimalist. So kind of decorate it up a little bit, but also have things that I need and use at my fingertips. So I really like that. So it makes it really easy. This is my downstairs slider, and so as you can tell, my giant plants live down here. This is a papyrus, king tut papyrus. This is one of my fig trees. This is an avocado tree, and this is another one of my fig trees, and you can see that it has figs on it. So if you want to come in close and look, it has figs, but these figs are not pollinated. There's no bugs down here that will pollinate them, so they're probably just going to dry up and fall off. But I thought it was pretty cool that they actually had figs on them this year in the springtime. They usually have figs in the fall. So that's these guys, and then another thing we did, which I really like, is I have 2 waste baskets. One of them is for things that are like paper towels and garbage that we would burn and things like that. Plastic wrapping, stuff that is not compostable. And then the other one is stuff that's compostable. So like I throw all my leaves in here, or parts of dead plants. And then that way it's real easy for me to just clean all the soil off that I don't want to put back in the bin. Just throw it all in here and then empty this. And then I'm not throwing my compostable stuff away in the garbage. So that's been really helpful, and I like that. Kind of have the watering cans and my cleanup. That way I can sweep, clean everything up really easy. This is our light rack. So it's in the corner. It's kind of almost hidden, but that's okay because it generates its own light, so I'm not worried about it having to be out or in the light at all. And we'll be putting plants on here very quickly. And then I have my row of shelves with all my stuff. So this bin has seed starting mixes, so I can pull it down. I have bags of different kinds of seed starter mix, and this is the mostly peat moss type sterile medium that you would start your seeds in, so that way your germination isn't impeded by bacteria or fungus or anything that could hurt your seeds when you're starting out. And it makes it all nice, neat, and tidy. Stick it in a bin. So this bin has our different neem oil and some of our they're chemicals, but they're more organic, or our fertilizers and things like that in there. This giant one has a bunch of potting soil types of bags in there. And then I've got my other things all kind of labeled out. Here's my collection of glassware for terrariums. So it's a real neat, easy way to see what I actually have. It doesn't really help when I go to the secondhand store and find one of these for $1, but I gotta bring it home. But that way I can see at a quick glance what I have. Peat moss. This is our seed tower. I have them all labeled with alphabetically, so A through F, G through P, R through Z. And then if you pull open the drawer, you can see that I have everything labeled alphabetically. So then that way you can just go in and find what letter you want. So say I'm looking for cumin. I'm going to go behind C and then go alphabetically and find cumin, which is labeled in its own bag. Most of these seeds are, there's a bag for each variety, so like all my cucumbers are in the same bag and it's labeled. So these are really easy to find and to keep track of and keep it in order. I like to organize things in curly shells, but I found this works really well. It's a dark container. We have all the little desiccants you find in different things. We always throw them all in here, so to try to keep it dry. And it's worked very well, and it's kind of cool down here, so it's also a good place to store our seeds that way. So yeah, that's pretty much my little space. I like to kind of keep different things at my fingertips, so then that way I'm not having to go out into the cold garage and dig up stuff and keep it all nice and neat and tidy. So another thing I do is when I'm working with plants, I use trays, and I do all my work on the tray, and then I can just brush the tray off when I'm done, and then I don't make as big a mess on my big table, and it's easy just to toss my tray back there. So that is my plantware, and next we're going to show you how we do our seeds.